There's somebody there.
Raiden, make contact with Ames and find out where the president is. Our information indicates that Ames is being held in the B1 level of Shell 1's core. Head for the core of Shell 1. Shell 1's core has extremely tight security. Impersonate an enemy personnel to infiltrate the section. For a proper disguise, select the enemy field uniform you receive from the ninja. This will allow you to blend in. But you still need one more thing. It will look suspicious if you're not carrying the standard equipment. All personnel in the Corps are equipped with AK-74Us. Select your own AK when you're in disguise. Find yourself an AK. You have a level 2 card in your possession. Go and search the warehouse in Strut F. Raiden, make contact with Ames.
Colonel, should I really believe what he says?
The fact is that there is no other option, unfortunately for us.
I'll understand once I go to see him then, right? Pliskin, do you read me?
What's up, Raiden?
I just ran into a guy decked out like a ninja.
A ninja?
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
No. Can you trust that costumed freak?
I don't know. But the colonel told me to follow the guy's instructions.
And like a good soldier,
Not a
you'll do it
chance.
right. I'll let you in on a little secret, kid.
Not a chance.
The ninja that was publicized in the Shadow Moses incident no longer exists. The guy you met has no connection whatsoever with the incident.
And how do you know that?
Because I do.
What? Huh?
Just be careful who you trust, okay?
Pliskin, do you know anything about a Secret Service agent named Ames?
Ames?
You've heard of him?
No.
Listen, if you know anything...
No. I got the name mixed up with someone else. Forget it. So, you've got an AKS-74U. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. The AK is an outstanding rifle in terms of precision and reliability, as evidenced by widespread licensed manufacturing, not to mention large quantities of illegal reproductions. The AK is in high demand around the world. It is often used as reference for the design of new rifle models. Designs for Israel's Galil, Finland's Valmet, and other rifles are based on the basic structure of the AK. You have a smaller model of the AKS-74 that was designed for use by Special Forces personnel. The stock will only extend to a maximum length of 726 millimeters, a feature that makes the rifle easier to handle in small spaces. So, you're using the suppressor. Now you won't have to worry about the enemy hearing your gunshots. Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's Corps are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's Corps. I see you're wearing the enemy field uniform. Looks pretty good on you.
Cut it out. It's bad enough that I'm dripping with sweat, wondering when somebody's gonna see through my disguise.
Don't worry, and quit being so sensitive. At least your walk won't give you away.
My walk? What do you mean, my walk?
Nothing. Forget I said it. I'd worry more about the fact that the uniform's a little small for your size. It just might come off when you bump into an enemy. Normally, a proper fitting uniform is issued to a soldier. You're just going to have to fit your movement to the uniform. After you hold an enemy soldier up, you could manage to seize an item if you're lucky. What have you got there?
Nothing.
Ah, come on. Don't play dumb. That kind of thinking might even be helpful on the battlefield.
Yeah, but
Look, aside from its educational value, you can probably use it to distract an enemy. I see you've managed to get a hold of some C4 plastic explosive. Composed of 91% RDX and 9% inert plasticizers, it's a white clay-like material. It's a very stable explosive with over 1.3 times the power of TNT. Immune to heat or shock, C4 will only explode when triggered by a detonator. Since your wireless detonator is equipped with both a scrambler and encryption, you don't have to worry about the C4 being accidentally triggered by other wavelengths such as those emitted by jamming devices. You set the C4 with the weapon button and detonate it with the punch button. One other thing, don't get caught in its blast. That's a Claymore mine. The Claymore is a directional mine that can be set up on the ground. It's mainly used for ambush or defense. It can also be used against light vehicles and other soft-skinned targets. This mine goes off when it detects someone approaching from the front. The explosion fans out shrapnel and metal balls to create a fan-shaped destructive zone. An important thing to remember is that the sensor is not selective. The mine will attack friend or foe. What I'm trying to say is, don't trigger your own trap. You can recover a set claymore by crawling up to it carefully. That means you can collect enemy claymores for your own use if necessary. Looks like you've got an M4. The M4 is an assault carbine favored by the US SOCOM. It's a descendant of the M1 carbine used in World War II. The 4 refers to the fact that it's the fourth carbine to be officially adopted by the American military. Basically, it was developed for the Special Forces using the M16A as a base. The M4 carries 30 rounds of 5.56mm by 45 SS-109s. By the way, carbines are short-barreled rifles originally developed for cavalry use, but as far as you're concerned, you won't need to remember that.
Good morning. Good morning. Venus in Cancer.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter. Freeze! Freeze!
What's going on? Respond. Communications with B1 of the Shell 1 core have ceased.
Freeze! Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the
Definitely
directional
not.
microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him.
Definitely not.
If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
Get real.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may
Get
get
real.
suspicious and come running instead.
Get real.
Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the
Definitely
action
not.
button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion. Raiden, retain your cover at all costs inside that conference hall. There's only one way in and out of the area. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and...
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Ames, aren't you? You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety. Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor. The core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages? A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs. Heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure, and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
Did
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
Man, we're still alive. I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
Wish. I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
fighting? I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go. It's happening again?
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, What did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the President willingly.
That's right. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the President before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You!
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last. Hold your fire! We need the hostages alive!
Hurry! Get away!
But you died!
Leave this to me.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the President is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either. I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the President right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the President as soon as possible.
But the President is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the President. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Enemy intruder sighted. Send additional
Understood. Dispatching an additional unit to Strut F. Don't allow the subject to get away.
Huh? Huh?
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut
Push the action button again to get out of the locker. You can see what's going on outside through the slit. Go into first-person view and make sure the coast is clear before you walk out.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
Nothing here.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the president's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
That's the Semtex. And that must be the control unit.